good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while. If you happen to be here before, you know that my car is well, my car was not silver. It is now. Obviously, it's been a little while since I last posted my last video. A lot has happened in these past, I think, 3 years or so since I made a video, right? Man, I don't know where to start. Freaking, I got married, I had a baby, we moved to Hawaii. Out of all places, Hawaii, right? So if you've seen any of my recent, or my previous videos rather, you would know that I'm military. So yeah, they stationed us out here in Hawaii. We've been out here for, you know, almost 2 years now. I want to show you this too. It's not much, but if you know, you know. Let's just say that. A lot of stuff going on in life, man. Between getting married, having a baby, moving to Hawaii with the military. You know, a lot of things have changed. Not only that, selling the IS. I am back here on this platform now. So, you know, if you have some sort of context clues that could potentially mean something, which it does, you know, I do have another IS. But it ain't no 350 though, I can tell you that right now. 3 years later, I did finally acquire one of my dream cars, a Lexus ISF 2008. I had about 110,000 miles on it. I got it for actually a really good price. I want to get some stuff done to the car. I need to get an alignment, sorry. And this car has some sound discrepancies that I want to fix. Those discrepancies being, basically, long story short, I have 2 subwoofers in the trunk right now. Here in Hawaii, like subwoofers, that's like a really big deal here. So the guy who had the car before me, he has one big, I think it's like a 10-inch subwoofer, and then it's also there's also subwoofers like on the inside of the trunk lid as well. So it's a lot of weight in the back, and like I said, I have a baby, so I need the trunk space. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and get the 10-inch subwoofer removed out of the car, and maybe just use the ones that's on inside of the trunk. And if not, I really don't need subs at all. Like I said, man, it's been a long time and a lot has changed since I last made a video. I think I've been through 3 cars since I last made a video. Actually, no, I've been through 2 cars. So to briefly tell you what happened to the IS, I made it to Hawaii. If anyone's in the military who's watched this video possibly knows that you have to ship your car, which is free, so that's good. They ship your car for free, so ship it from Maryland to Hawaii. But it took about, I want to say 2 months, maybe 2.5 months to get here. I decided to go buy a 3IS. I'll put a picture of that in here. I never did anything to it. I think I was planning on doing something to it, but I ended up having my wife drive that car, so I definitely didn't do anything to it just because, you know, she doesn't mind a car or anything like that, so there's no point. So cool, that was her car. Also, I'm into bikes too, so I had a Jigsaw at the time, and I was like, yeah, but Hawaii's known to rain, like unknowingly just start raining. Even though it's kind of like Florida, it rains for like 5 minutes and then it stops. So like, it was alright, but sometimes, you know, you really get poured on. So on a bike, that's not fun. So I was like, yeah, I need to get a car now, right? So I decided I wanted a truck. So my dad actually had a truck for sale out in Cali. And I ended up buying that truck. It was an F-150 2018 Platinum. I'll put a picture of that in here as well. Bought that truck. That truck had some subs in it as well. That was my first ever time having subwoofers at all, so that was my nice little experience. I definitely blew the subs in that truck my first day owning it. Like I said, I didn't know anything about subs before that, so you know, that was all brand new to me. I thought I could boom it and blast it, and literally on my way home from the transporting place, I blew the subs. That 2IS got here. Someone ended up hitting my car in the barracks parking lot. I think I have pictures of it, and if I do, I'll drop them right here in the video. But someone ended up hitting like the driver's door and the driver's back door. Put a pretty big mark in there, right? So in my head at the time, I was kind of mixing between being over with the car and, you know, wanting to fix it. So I decided to, instead of having insurance fix it, I decided to have them give me the money, and I was going to fix it myself. But then the car kind of just sat in front of my house for like a while, and at the time I knew I wasn't really driving it. Hawaii's big on like safety inspections. You have to get those yearly, and having out-of-state registrations and all that stuff. So my car was still registered to mail-in, so they didn't like that too much. The cops had came a few times because my car was just sitting in front of it was kind of in front of a neighbor's house, so I guess someone called the cops. Anyways, that was kind of a whole sticky situation, but I ended up selling the car for low, simply because whoever bought it would need to fix the doors and everything. And other than that, the car still ran very well. I think I had like 230,000 miles on it. I sold it for a very, like, when I tell you I sold that car for a very, very good price. Like, if they just fix the doors, they can easily flip that car for more, but neither here nor there. But towards the end of my time having that truck, I realized that I really, really miss having a car and being able to mod a car. Not only that, I got into photography and a little bit of videography as well, mainly car stuff. I'll check my Instagram out if you want to. I'll put it in the description. But I got into photography and videography, and that really, really, really made me miss having a car. So I decided I wanted to sell the truck, and now I have a 2008 Lexus ISF. This happened to be the only ISF that was for sale on Marketplace, and it was stuck on sale for I think 4 months. Why did no one buy it? I'm not sure. This car definitely has, you know, a couple issues, but nothing crazy. Like no engine problems, no transmission problems. I've driven it for about a week now. I haven't driven it too hard. I need to get the registration and all that stuff fixed up. I'm waiting for my appointment, but in the meantime, I'm just getting my alignment done. So it's on bags. I want to get all that dialed in, but it's already on bags. It already has preset heights and everything like that. I'll get into the nitty-gritty of what the car has once I get to a spot where I can kind of park up and you know, show you guys around the car and stuff like that. Because it does have a few cool things on it, but it definitely has a few things that I want to, you know, put my own little spin on. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning back into this video. I know it's been a little while, so just stick around for a little bit. I don't know, grab a little snack or something, and I'll see you guys when I get to the parking lot and show you guys around this car.
And here it is. Yep, so like I said, 2008 ISF. A little dirty, but anyways. Silver. I don't know what the silver color is called, but I'm not a huge fan of it. But coincidentally, this is my third silver car in a row. The 3IS is silver, the F-150 was silver, and now the ISF is silver. So yeah, she runs pretty well. Like I said, 110,000 miles on it. Dude, this thing looks so sick, man. It's on bags. Y'all just saw me air out, whatever. Stock wheels still. The seller had super wheels, but he wasn't selling them with them, so that's all good. I'm not really tripping on it too much. Those are nice, but it's not what I wanted. I want to actually do this build right. I'll get more into that later, though. As far as what it has right now, you can see, I think it's called a walled half front bumper or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's actually a bumper that I actually always wanted, but it's a little damage on the bottom from scraping and whatnot. And of course, this wouldn't be an IS if it didn't have the notorious bumper gap, I guess. This one's already completely broken. One of the previous owners definitely tried to zip tie it before. You probably can't see that, but there's a zip tie in there right now. But I did go ahead and buy the Mac lifter kit before I even bought the car. So that should be here soon. I just checked the delivery status and it said that it was on the plane on its way here from Australia. So that should be getting fixed soon. I'll make a video when I'm doing that as well. But this thing does look really sick, man. Back into what it already has on it. I'm pretty sure this black piece right here did not come like that stock, so that's probably already done. Oh, also side note, everything that's on this car right now was done already. I haven't done anything to this car yet. I know it's a whole thing about like build not bought. I really don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want to do to this car. So this is not where it's gonna stay at the end of the day. So I think I'm not sure exactly, but as you can see, the carbon fiber is definitely faded a little bit. So I do want to keep this diffuser, so I'll probably try to sand it down and re-clear coat it if I can still save it. Hopefully, it's like a little crack right there. I think I can save it though, so we'll definitely see. Oh, and the little trunk lid thing. Actually, this is the same one that I had on the old 2IS as well, but I want to get the Demon style trunk for that though, the carbon fiber trunk. It has carbon fiber side skirts on it already. This one's missing a screw, I think. Yeah, and also it's split right here as well. So I'll probably end up replacing these because I actually do like those a lot. Nothing crazy is really done. Oh, actually no, something crazy is done to this car. I lied. Pop the trunk. As you can see, it does not open. I wonder why. Let's see. Really heavy. So, like I was saying, man, yeah, it's cool and all. I don't need this. and I need to fit a stroller in here. And I don't know if y'all know anything about ISs, but the trunk is already not that big, so that gotta go. That's gotta go. I'll probably continue just to use these. I really, like I said, I really don't care about having subs at all, but I think if I take this off, there's no, I think he might have cut the fabric underneath here, so I don't want it to look ugly. So we'll see. I'm about to go to the audio store today. That's gonna be one of my stops, and I'll see what my options are. But for sure, I want this to come out today, 100%. That's gone. The air system is underneath here. I would move all this, but I don't want to mess anything up. Like I said, I don't know anything about subs or anything like that, so I don't want to like move something and mess it up. But the tank and everything is down there underneath where the spare tire goes, which actually is really nice because, like I said, I need to fit stuff in the trunk, so that's nice that I have my trunk space still. But yeah, this is the audio setup on it. Definitely rattles a lot, and I can't really play my music too loud. I think it's not tuned properly because I can't like really hear the like vocal part of the music that well, but the sub be freaking booming, so I'm not really a huge fan of that. Really, I don't need my music to be hella loud. But yeah, man, this is the IS right here. It already has headers on it. I think they're called Sicky headers, and then it has an exhaust, but it's not like anything crazy. It's actually basically like what I had on the old 2IS on the 350. Basically, it's a muffler delete. I think he has, actually I think it's just a muffler delete, and the resonator is still in there. I've been under the car a couple times, and I'm pretty sure that the resonator I saw was a stock resonator. So this is a nice spot to take pictures actually, and I wish I brought my camera. I should have. This car looks pretty cool, man. But yeah, I got off on a tangent so fast. Muffler delete, headers, and stock resonator still, I believe. So catalyst, I think it's loud, man. It's definitely really, really loud. I had to do the brakes already. I did the front brakes. I think the main problem with that was it didn't have grease on the brakes, so I need to go hit the rears and put grease on the rears as well, because that's going to solve that squeaking noise that I'm hearing when I'm braking. And then there's little small stuff like this, you know, you may be able to see this, may not be able to see it, but this stuff really bothers me. Freaking, I want to take the fender liner off, but I want to find a better, cleaner way to like organize all the cords and stuff behind the fender liner, so that way, you know, it just looks nice. I'm running this back, the 2IS build back, one, because I like the platform, I like how these cars look, and two, back when I first had the 2IS, I didn't really have the money, you know, to really do what I wanted to do to it. The money, I didn't have the space, you know, but now that I do, I'm not saying that I'm rich at all, but I do have a little bit more that I can allocate towards this. Nice parts and whatnot, wrap, like all the things that I wanted to do on the 350, I can finally do that stuff to this car. So definitely, I'm looking forward to that build, and hope you guys stick along to watch that. But yeah, man, she looks good. Let's go head on to the, I think we're going to the audio store first, and we're gonna see what they're gonna do for it. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, interior, pretty straightforward, nothing really crazy. Actually, the seats are actually in really good condition, but I do eventually want to get the RCF seats to put in here. That's one of the things that I wanted to do in the 2IS that I will do. Either the RCF seats, or I want to get the Alcantara on the seats. I think that would be pretty nice, but I like the back seats here, the little F in the middle. But one thing I forgot to mention was there's also a air-fuel ratio monitor in here, as well as a cold air intake, and there's a catch can as well under the hood. But the air-fuel ratio does not work. The previous owner said when he got home it just didn't work anymore. So I'm not too sure like about why or anything like that, but I will do some research to maybe find out why this is not working when I get under the car again. But if anyone who happens to be watching this may know why it just may not be working at all, let me know down in the comments. That would be much appreciated. So we're at the audio store. Basically, come to find out, these are not subwoofers. I thought these were subwoofers the whole time. They're like the ones that like make your regular music really loud. Yeah, I don't really need that. I'm not gonna be booming like that down the street. So then the sub right here, trying to get that taken out. But long story short, they said like the work that was done here wasn't the best, and they will want to do it correctly. But I probably will be coming back to get that done properly down the line. I think worst case scenario, I want this taken out today. The only thing he said that kind of like worried me was he was like, I might lose the base for now. I don't know if that means I'll just lose this and like keep like what's already in the car, because that's the case, you know, that's fine, that's absolutely okay with me. Or if he meant I'm gonna lose like that bass low frequency totally, and that would not be too much okay. All right guys, I'm not smart. I had a moment, okay? All right, so he unplugged the sub so I could hear what it sounded like.
and I forgot that I had like turned on the EQ. I turned the lower frequencies all the way down because I didn't like how much the sub would shake my trunk and all that stuff, so I turned it down. So when he unplugged it, obviously, since I turned it down, I didn't hear any bass, so it sounded terrible. And I was like, dang, that really sucks. But I unplugged it anyways, and I'm gonna take it out when I get home. But I just realized that I'm sitting here at the light. I was like, wait a minute, I think I turned it down. So I turned it back up, and it sounds fine. It sounds like a regular freaking IS radio, and I'm perfectly fine with that. He quoted me $3,600 for like, he said like the full deal, you know, no stone left unturned, full audio system, whatever. And he quoted me $1,700 for like the cheaper option, I guess. And I might do it online, but now that I've heard what it sounds like, and I heard that it doesn't sound that bad, I don't know. I might be fine with what I got. So it sounds like a regular freaking IS radio. And now that the amp is already out of the little cabin in the trunk, I don't have to worry about it getting wet. I don't know if you guys know that typical 2IS problem, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. So I'm chilling for right now. I'm not too pressed on it, but definitely glad that I got that sub unhooked. It's something I probably could have done myself at home, but I didn't know anything about audio systems, so I don't want to mess something up and then freaking blow my car up. That would really suck. So that's stop number 1. Stop number 2 is heading to the alignment shop to get my alignment done. So I didn't get much film at the alignment shop, but they did do what I needed them to do. Long story short, when I was like at highway speeds, the car would feel like it would kind of like jump back and forth randomly, like kind of pull left and pull right. So I just figured I probably need an alignment. You know, who knows when that happened last. So I did that. I had the paper back here actually. So I was already aware of the tire wear. There's like some chips in the tire. I'll eventually get some new tires on here. I'm not too worried about it right now. I want to get some wheels, so I don't want to, you know, buy double, but I am keeping these rims as well, so we'll see. Everything was normal. The only thing was, I'm not sure what this means, but the caster was 7.2 degrees. The guy at the front desk told me that that was out of spec, so I'll do some research instead and see exactly what that entails. But as for that though, my errands for the day are done. I'll leave y'all with a little air out, and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. If y'all like that video, drop a like and subscribe. The next video will be of me installing the Mac lifter kit when that gets here. That said that was on the way this morning when I checked. So yeah, man, I appreciate anyone who decided to watch this video.